Craig, you've been in these situations many times before in your life, but can you quite believe what has happened second time, same team in the same season?
Yeah, well, we're close, aren't we, the two teams? Look, you got to sort of look at it from, you can look at it from two lenses. You look at it from our lens, and we've got 5 players under 10 games playing against. I think they're pretty much full strength. I don't know. Sorry if I disrespect anyone that's out, but I'm just so proud of our group. Our group continues to go to another level of spirit and fight, and what did we get, 21 points down or something close to that in the last quarter, and we just don't give up. And our youth were the energisers in that. I know Bo McRae had a great game for us, but Swaddling had 29 disposals as a playing off half back, and what's he played? 4 games. Charlie West getting the ball to ground. Hazy's kicking goals for us. It's exciting for our Collingwood fans. I'm sure they're at home, and it's always hard to know how to react after a draw, but I thought we won a lot of things tonight, and the scoreboard wasn't one of them, but we won a lot of things, and just immensely proud of our group right now.
Pressure was obviously one of the main things that you clearly won. In totality, it was obviously the third quarter was a little bit went the other way, but it seems you guys had a real focus on just giving Hawthorn no inch. And it looked like in the first half especially. Yeah,
I think we had 92 tackles and we had more disposals. So our want and desire to get after them was there for everyone to see, and we got energy from that. And when we had pressure in the game, we dominated territory in those phases, and the scoreboard at those times, and particularly before half time. We're playing a top 4 team, or a team that wants to be a top 4 team, and so they're always going to have threats and strengths. And Sam's a great coach and tries different avenues and flips magnets around and tries all sorts of things. But we stay true to what we want to, who we want to be, and that third quarter, credit to them, they got their game going. But it was look, I was probably a bit over the top with the crowd, but I don't want to sit and not celebrate that like what we just did. Of course we want 2 more points and we'd love to do that, but here we are, and celebrating the small wins that we got tonight, and probably more than that.
Without wanting to sound like an England cricketer, was that kind of like a moment of big truth for you, given the experience, having the comebacks and the
what were we? Well, underdogs to win the game, weren't we? Like that's reality of the 2 teams coming into the game with a lot of injuries out, a lot of experience out, late withdrawals and all that sort of stuff. But it's the same going over to Perth last week. We turn up, and we believe in that our processes are good, that we train at elite standards, and our young talent are just starting to shine, and amongst our other talent that's in the team that makes us a huge difference to us. So I thought Dan McStay had huge moments tonight when needed, and everybody had their turn. So again, I'm maybe a little bit too emotional towards the celebrating, but that's the way my eyes are looking at it right now.
Ron Steele was one of those guys I thought he could have had his chances to really be the hero tonight. How did you see he's going?
What did he kick? 3, did he?
2 and a few points as well.
Well, I certainly had that one late to level the scores up, didn't he? Clutch moment. He had a couple of chances. Again, he's been playing VFL for 6 weeks. Couldn't get in the team, and comes in and looks ready to play his role, and he's important to us.
You said a couple of months back about the VFL team, you said a few of the players, it's time for them to get going.
Yeah.
What's been the turnaround with
Well, I think there's a spirit in the whole squad right now. There is. There's an energy from what's 7.5 wins in the last 9 games or something like that. So that winning creates an energy. You could write a book on that, because I get to training on a Monday, and they're just doing like a fundamental drills and get moving type, and then all the guys that are injured are just training that hard in front of the others because they want to be part of it, and then everyone else is just like training at a level that we were in Perth played Sunday night, and there's a lot of people on the red eye. We've had three interstate games in the last period, and we just get back to work quick, and maybe that helps with the youth because they can bounce quickly, but don't take that for granted. And Matty Loken's done a great job with Murph and Chloe and the other guys down at VFL level, and because we were heading nowhere, we had no wins, and they finished really strong. Their last game was today, so that's their season done. But they played with great spirit too, which is important for us to have players ready to play when they get their chance, and all those guys have.
You looked pretty much down and out in that last quarter when I think they kicked 8 of 9 goals. It looked like the game was just going to go. But then for you guys to just sort of, you just kind of touched on it already, but for you guys to just sort of just come out of nowhere, almost kick 4 and blink of an eye, is that something that you're probably most proud of?
Because the players don't give up, and maybe that's starting to reverberate across the competition. You got to beat us, and very very good team, Hawthorn. Great respect. Had so many ways to get us tonight. Stoppage and ball movement and the way they defend and experience in their defence and versus some of our youth. And Impey's a great player, star of a player. Geez, he's a headache for coaches. And then you get Will Day and then you got Newcombe in the last quarter, and then and Ward kicking a couple of goals. Like there's so many threats, but we just we're going to stay connected and we're going to stay present and let some stuff go and come back to the next moment, because we just lost a couple. Yeah, lost a couple of goals. Well, hey, come on, come back to be present and let's go again. And these guys are living in the moment right now, and we'll keep rewarding that behaviour because that's the team we want to be. Yeah.
Craig, you really hunted the Hawks tonight, but it was more to do with your theme going into the game, kick, and eliminate the Hawks' ability at contest.
Yeah. Oh, look, you have a plan, and trying to take away their strengths, and their ball movement's elite, and so we want to be aggressive. We learned some really good lessons against the Cats here a couple of weeks ago. We weren't aggressive enough in defence and offence, and that was an intent to do that. And against the Cats, we were in the second and third quarter, so we had an intent to come here and deliver on that. Again, we're all wise in hindsight, but there's an energy in what we're doing that it's going to be enough. Even with a lot of youth in our team. So, I'm going to have to go back and watch it again, aren't I? There's a lot of little layers to it that we can improve.
How much damage do you think you can do in the finals and the wild card round? It seems like you're peaking at the right time.
Well, we've got a lot of belief, and I've said this many times. Once you get to the point again, it's just knockout, and it's match play. There's a lot of work to do. We'll get a lot of players back next week. I assume we will. They've had 4 or 5 really close to the line this week, and it's going to be hard to think who goes out of the team. Like, how do you leave some? Hayes out and Harvey Harrison went out. And it was like I said to him, I don't know. It's hard to leave you out. You've just been doing your role really well, and tonight he just played with intent. So again, that pushes pressure on others. And look, I can't forecast the future, but. We'll just be present to what is, and we've got a big game against Brisbane next week, and then we'll deal with that and then see where we land and take everything we've got, We'll give it everything we've got.
Does the fact that you're almost certainly going to be locked into the wild card section, does that sort of does that change the way you approach the next, in terms of training and management in the next 7 days or so?
Potentially. We've got a lot of players coming back. I say that, but they still got to get through the week. We've got another 6-day break, so we had travel and a couple of 6-day breaks, which might suggest that some might need to be managed. I was pretty deliberate with Jared Way that we'll manage them if they need to be managed, not just for the sake of it. And if they're really sore and they can't perform, well, that they won't play next week. But right now there's an energy that everyone wants to play. So that'll be interesting how that plays out. But every GPS tells a different story, a cumulative load and things like that. So we take all that into consideration. And we'll weigh all that up at the appropriate time at match committee next week to make those decisions. I did notice some blood, so I don't know how much, but I can't answer that other than probably. He come off. He's grown down, hasn't he? Like just to come on and give us a couple of moments, critical moments, clutch, nail the goals. 21 points down, and he has impact. So he's been really, really important for us.
The guys likely to come back next week. Jeremy, Braden.
Lipinski. He made some good progress this week. Was more likely than not. Howie's a good healer, and he'll be close. And Brazil will be close too. Harry Perryman might be close. I'm not sure. I will have to wait and see how that progresses. But we've got a few experienced guys back. we'll have to find the right balance of that.
And still just came out sick today or something.
Yeah, I got a message about 10 o'clock, and then late withdrawal on match day caused a bit of chaos because the VFL played, and I said in the pre-game interview that he's had his farewell speech and shook hands with 200 people. He's got to wash his hands. Like, there's lots going around at the moment. There's lots going around, isn't there? Like, middle of the Melbourne winter. Lots of sick kids around, giving it to the parents. But hopefully it'll be right for next week.
What's your immediate feel on how you've managed the last 90 seconds or so of the game?
Yeah. Well, we're coming to win, weren't we? We had, Bo's kick looked from all angles that was going to either be a score, a point or a goal, and it gets marked on the goal line. And then we learned some good lessons a couple of years ago against the Cats in a qualifying final that we scores were level and we still didn't quite have the right structure at the ball and behind the ball and in front of the ball. And so we'll reflect on all that. Swaddling gets it back to Ed Allen and Ed kicks it to a contest, and they've got some numbers behind the ball and gives them a chance to win the game. So then he goes and saves one on the goal line to keep it a tie. So we won't stand still. There's no patting on the back to think we're finished. We're far from finished. We've got lots of growth in us. As you've seen over the last 10 weeks or so, whatever it is, we've grown a lot, and there's more in front of us.
What happened in that third quarter? It seemed like you were very disorganised defensively. Was that maybe because you guys put so much effort into the pressure in the first half? Was that maybe a byproduct of that, or was there something else possibly there?
Oh, look, I'll have to look at it exactly that, but we have you seen the back line and how many games experience we had there? Young Noah Howes in his second game, he showed some really good signs tonight. And young punches, fighting like he should and does, and he's going to be a player for us. And then Sam Swaddling goes back there, and so there's a lack of a chemistry, if you want, for a better term. Haven't played the system for a while, but again, they're a good team. They're coming, like they reset and go, hang on, we're not winning this part of the game. Let's go at them, and they move the ball pretty slick in that period and challenge any team when they play like that. Thank you, guys.